You're listening to Shoreditch Radio. shoreditchradio.co.uk.
Greetings. Mr. Hoskins, the janitor speaking here at the Bugbear Rock and Roll High School. The students have all gone back to their Berkshire piles to ride ponies and experiment with vodka whilst hanging around in the bus shelter at night with Vince, that 15-year-old boy with a full moustache and a hairy chest. You know the fella. Rides a horse, dresses up as a cowboy. Cut one of his own nipples off trying to manicure his chest wig. I digress. I'm on my third Bloody Mary here, contemplating doing something unspeakable to Charlie off Casualty, if he looks at Helen Mirren funny again. The masters are on the wacky backy in the staff room, marking homework. Teaching profession's a bloody disgrace, if you ask me. If you ask me. Thank God I can clear off home and eat me cream eggs. Time for me to go for a ride in the back of a motor with Pierce Brosnan. Bollocks to all this. It's the school holidays, and here's the greatest record ever made, celebrating the advent of school holidays.
All the girls and boys, men all that know. matter which way you stay, you're out of my mind, out of my mind, out of my mind, out of my mind. I was walking with a ghost. I said, please, please don't insist. I was walking with a ghost. I said, please, please don't insist. No matter which way you go, no matter which way you stay, you're out of my mind, out of my mind, out of my mind, out of my mind. I was walking with a ghost. I said, please, please don't insist. I was walking with a ghost. I said, please, please don't insist. I was walking with a ghost. I said, please, please don't insist. No matter which way you go, no matter which way you stay, you're out of my mind, out of my mind, out of my mind, out of my mind. I was walking with a ghost. I said, please, please don't exist. I was walking with a ghost. I said, please, please don't exist. No matter which way you go,
Yo,
which way you stay, you're out of
Detroit, from the French city of the Straits.
Are you all right, Tony? Have you been taking those Dick Van Dyke pills?
Why'd you ask?
Well, this Mr. Hoskins thing, I think you were waiting for me to interject there, but I was stunned
hoping
into
you were
temporary
gonna-
silence, to be
I
honest.
was hoping you were going to break me out of my misery that I just fitted myself into
That's
there.
Mr. Hoskins, as in Bob Hoskins. 'cause
Yeah,
of
that
the,
was supposed to be Bob Hoskins.
the Long
yeah.
Good Friday
Yeah,
thing.
the
I
Long Good,
got-
because this is Bugbear's Rock and Roll High School Long Good Friday. Greetings again. As snug as a bug in the lair of the bear and all that kind of business. So yeah, it's Easter. So yeah, we had Alice Cooper Schools Out, because schools are indeed out, and Walking with a Ghost, The White Stripes, which you tell me is actually a cover, which I'd missed.
Yes, that's it's some American twins called Tegan and Sarah, or Sarah, spelt Sarah, but you know what they're like. They may say it's Sarah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, great track. I'm not quite sure what it had to do with Easter. Maybe it had nothing to do with
Well,
Easter.
Mary Magdalene, sort of with the
I
resurrected
see, yeah.
Christ.
Yeah, okay.
She took Mary Magdalene thought Christ was the gardener. Apparently, is the story. If you know your Bible. Anyway, so
No.
it is Easter. Snug, bug, lair, bear, etc. So I'm Mr. Tony, the head of.
Tumescent head.
I knew I was missing something. I was missing my tumescent head.
Missing more than that.
I am the tumescent head of sixth form humour here at the Bugbear Rock and Roll High School, and that's over there is Chief Wiggum. I mean, Mr. Wig,
Hello.
the old school bloke, come geography teacher, innit? So yeah, because this is a school, and we're here in the school and playing new music for you to enjoy. New bands, old bands, compare and contrast. So let's get back into the music now. A big old sandwich of music. So don't go away. We're gonna have a bit of a sort of icicle tricycle of music now, if you will. Starting off with a new band, the name of Animal Noise, who you can see down the Dublin Castle in Camden Town on the 21st of April. But there's 3 tracks in a row now. First of all, Animal Noise, Every Day, Everyone.
life you run. Send them off and call them back again. Every day, everyone, hide away from the sun. Every day, everyone, hide away from the sun. Holding on, don't belong to the world that don't deserve the words you say. They will be wasted on the world that don't deserve. So don't hold on and don't belong to careless heads. Won't know what you said. Holding on, holding on, holding on, holding on. Don't belong, don't belong, don't belong, don't belong. Holding on, holding on, holding on, holding on. You don't belong, don't belong, don't belong, don't belong. Holding on, holding on, holding on, holding on. You don't belong, don't belong, don't belong, don't belong. Every day, everyone, hide away from the sun. Every day, everyone, hide away from the sun. Every day, everyone, hide away from the sun. Every day, everyone, hide away from the sun.
She's early for no reason and she's dancing at angles. Yet another slim man's taking chances with another girl. She could be in a marigolds dancing on a patio. She's living it up in another dreary disco town. Isabel sleeping, Isabel sleeping. I think my mate slept with you when you're in Portugal. Isabel sleeping, Isabel sleeping. I think my mate slept with you when you're in Portugal. promises and found another place to sleep. He's a little boy that never thought about the consequence. like a letterboard, waiting for another man, sitting on a fence in another dreary disco town. Isabel sleeping, Isabel sleeping. I think my mate slept with you when you're in Portugal. Isabel sleeping, Isabel sleeping. I think my mate slept with you when you're in Portugal. Tomorrow is never the same, never the same.
There we go. 3 delightful tunes there. Two newbies, and in the middle you had Ian Jury's son Baxter with a lovely little tune there.
He sounds just like his old man, doesn't he?
He does, but with a sort of synth pop kind of wacky
craft work
thing.
going on there
great.
somewhere,
I love it.
I think. Yeah.
The first one was Animal Noise, Every Day Everyone. As I said, they're the 21st of April, Dublin Castle, with Sylvia Stone, Ella and the Low Tears, and Nikita. They're a great band.
Yeah, I mean that was my head was all over the place. That was
Well, so is mine, but I think
chord
it's the
changes
tramadol.
and tempo change. You want tramadol, Tony.
Tramadol. Yeah, they're from Colchester, baby. Yeah, we're clean and serene here on the Bugbear Rock and Roll High School tonight. Yeah, because I'm on antibiotics.
But you're also on tramadol.
Shush! Don't tell the listener.
But that's sort of Wild Beast meets Queens of the Stone Age.
Yeah,
That's
they've
what
got an interesting flamenco guitar thing going on.
Yes.
You really have to see them because they've got this like amazing ball of energy little frontman who plays this sort of classical guitar, but amped up, and it's fabulous stuff. It really is. And at the end there, St. Paul, who you can see on the 13th of April in the Constitution, also in Camden Town, also on that bill. Dave James, Doug Heyman, Nina and Angelo, John McIver, and Janine Barry. That's the Constitution on the canal.
Nice groove. St.
13th
Paul.
of April.
Yeah.
13th of April. Great little combo. So, what's been happening then, Wig, in your life this week?
In my life this week.
In your life this week, Chief Wiggums.
Well, we're preparing for Easter in the Charles household.
Are you? Okay.
We are, and it's my little girl's birthday on Easter Monday. So I've been trying to put together a trampoline for her birthday today.
Have you?
Using one of those stupid bloody IKEA diagrams that don't bear any relation. So there's been lots of swearing, and the kids weren't there, obviously. And the trampoline still isn't built, so I'm going to have to call in for assistance.
So you're on trampoline, I'm on tramadol. We're doing quite well this week, aren't we? Yeah. We're falling apart, baby. So on the old Twitter, I've had Michael from Camden Town again. He said he loved hearing Magazine and Killing Joke back in the day. He said he used to hang out with Howard Devoto's band and Jazz Coleman and co. Used to go out on the Raz with them. He says he so often used to go out on the Raz with them. He gets his mess on a jazz magazine.
Oh dear.
Oh no, he got in a mess with Jazz and Magazine.
Oh,
so I've misread that. I do apologise. So Supersonic Psy has been on the on Facebook /Bugbear Promotions, Twitter @Bugbear Music, and you,
Chris _Charles.
_ baby. Can I take this opportunity to vent my angst? Says Supersonic Psy. Why is it that no one ever pays respect to the Skids and the Tom Robinson band? I don't know if they've lasted the course. Do you know?
Well, I think Glad to Be Gay, classic anthem.
Okay. Especially with you standing with that stance.
And my Easter bonnet, And
okay. How is your Easter bonnet?
It's very nice, very dandy, thank you.
Yeah.
And what was the other Skids? Yeah, well, they've done some sweet Suburbia.
All right,
Great
we'll
track.
dig them out, Supersonic Psy. I was
Yeah.
saying maybe from the punk era bands they hadn't worn that well, but okay. Doomboy's been on the shoreditchradio.co.uk feedback loggage thingammy bingamy, and he says, do you know what he says about our show?
What does he say?
He says 9 out of 10. He says,
Really?
I laughed. You sound like you're having a laugh. Great music, etc.
I know someone called Doomboy. Actually.
Thanks, Doomboy. Yeah, well, there you go. That's
That's not his real name.
Well, maybe not. Although someone has pointed out, what is that sound they say in the background? I thought it might be a cuckoo, but it wasn't. It says, is that the sound of Shaking Stevens' lawyers on the blower to Bugbear HQ? Because about the story about the Top of the Pops backstage. Thanks to Heather for that story, by the way.
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, we were going to hear a nice spring cuckoo. But unfortunately, the record broke. So we're not going to have the Monks and Cuckoo.
Oh, the Monks,
Yeah, what a big shame, eh?
Nice legs, shame about
I
the
was just
face.
queuing it up, you know.
Oh, not that Monks, a different Monks.
No, not that bloody Monks. Good goodness me. No, the proper Monks, the German-American garage punk band.
Yes, I know you.
All right. You're just pretending to be silly. I know. So we were going to have a garage punk off with Cuckoo by the Monks, followed by... And what's your garage punk off number, Wiggage?
My garage punk off number is Action Woman by the Litters.
Well, we're going to hear Action Woman by the Litter. Singular, I think you're fine.
Oh, sorry.
What a garage punk faux pas.
I'm vibing off your tramadol, man.
So, let's have the Litter. Thank you.
Hey, Miss High and before I lose control. You say you love me, girl, but why are you so cold? You think you own the world, but you don't own my soul. A little competition now, maybe that'll wake you up. Stir up some ambition, yeah, and really shake you up. Yeah, I'm gonna find me an action woman to love me all the time. A satisfaction woman before I lose my mind. Yeah, I'm gonna find me an action woman to love me all the time. A satisfaction woman before I lose my mind. Yeah, I'm gonna find me an action woman. Yeah, I'll find me an action woman. Come on, boy. Find me an action woman.
Cuckoo. The joys of Action Woman there with your choice for our punk off, which wasn't a punk off, it was just a singular punk on.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Sorry about the monks there, folks. We'll play them next time. Explain why Action Woman, please, though, Mr. Wigg.
Well, no real explanation apart from it's a perfect piece of 60s garage American psychedelia stuff.
Is it me, or do we both sound like we've been inhaling helium today? It's weird, isn't
It's
it?
the tramadol, man.
It's because we normally go in the pub first, and because we're clean and serene this time.
Yeah,
Well, isn't it strange?
it is.
I think we should carry on in this vein.
It's a negative
we'll probably
reality
get
inversion.
10 times more music in, which is probably what the listener actually wants, rather than
The listener, yes.
listening to us waffling on. Good. Yeah, cuckoo, spring, Easter eggs, but we didn't get it. Sorry about that. So anyway, more newbies, I think. Let's get straight into some more music. Well, actually, let's not get straight into more music, because I need to ask you about this week's football, because it's a bit of a tradition, what with you being the football master here at Bugbear's Rock and Roll High
indeed,
School. Yes. So yeah, tell us.
Well, your team, Chelsea, your team that you support when they're doing well.
They did well, didn't they? Yeah, up the Blues.
They got
Blues
Barcelona
the
next,
colour.
so that's the end of that, really.
Yeah, you're right. there, mate.
But there's a couple of nice little quotes. Leeds United manager Neil Warnock, after they got beaten 2-0 at home by Watford, said we couldn't score in a brothel, which is the
That's very good.
age-old football chant.
Very good.
And Crawley's Steve Evans, after seeing his side denied 2 penalties in the 0-0 draw at Burton, which I'm sure you had all eyes on,
Yeah.
said the second one was a penalty. Everyone in the ground knows it's a penalty. Even the Martians looking down from the sky, having their cup of tea, could see it's a penalty.
Well, there you go.
There you
And
are.
I'm sure they were. What was that thing whereby the ref went after the game and like sent people off?
That was
What was that
Crawley
all?
as well. Well,
Oh,
they had a mass brawl, and there was so many
Yeah.
hands and fists going, a bit like the old Grange Hill still from the old days. They couldn't
Yeah,
work out
yeah,
who was who, so they slowed it all down, and then he gave them red cards in the changing room.
Flying sausage.
Very much so. More of that later. I'm
Grange
sure.
Hill. Yeah, okay, so now we are going to have some more music, and we're kicking off now with a band from Wales with a suitably religiostic and groovy, and there's so many good Welsh bands. I know we've done this before about Welsh bands, and we've played this band before, but let's start this little triptych with Hal Griff, Gene's Therapy.
You can't see the words in the dictionary. From the A of the airback to the side of C. Hard work never killed anyone, but I'm dying lazily. And this is Gene's Therapy. Gene's Therapy. She can help you in the dark at night and improve your memory. you're looking for a heart of gold, then the stethoscope is so. Genes therapy, genes therapy. She can help you in the dark of night and improve your memory. She lives in a house of glass, just a stone's throw away. She says she loves the world, but she wants to change it someday. She can help you in the dark night and improve your memory.
So
There we go. That's Concrete Sea by The Naturals from Bristol. 19th of April, Dublin Castle. You get Howgriff, The Naturals, Whiskey Stain, another great band, and Monarchy of Roses, who are also very good. 19th of April, Dublin Castle. Come on down. And the first of those three that you just heard was Howgriff. And the one in the middle, Wig?
One in the middle, Super Furries.
Super Furries and the fantastic God Show Me Magic. Another sort of Easter, a doff of the cap to Easter again there, really, I suppose.
Yeah.
God showing his magic as he did at Easter, I think you'll find.
I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
Howgriff, that sort of reminded me a bit of Modern Life is Rubbish, the Blur album, which was the best Blur album, bar none, as far as
I recommend the whole Howgriff album. I'll have to get you a copy because it's quite varied, and we played them before a few weeks ago, if you remember.
We did, yeah, I do.
There's a lot of, and they're all like really, really good songs. And I'll tell you who's really behind it: Lauren Laverne at
Really?
Old Six Music.
Okay.
Yeah, she's well behind them, so quite right too. What did you think of the Naturals, the Bristol band at the end?
Well, it was a nice swirling epic, wasn't it? Really,
swirling epic.
Bit of editors in there. I mean, I think that would sound very good, bouncing off the walls of the Dublin Castle.
I mean, it will.
The walls that I've bounced off on many occasions.
Yeah, so come down on the 19th of April and bounce, baby. So yes. Anyway, let's have another think about dancing at Easter. Do you ever dance in your Easter bonnet at all?
Now you're asking. I'm sure I will be. My little girl, I have to, especially when Strictly Come Dancing, I have to go and put the only shirt and tie I possess on and a jacket and dance with her around the room, which I'm glad nobody else sees. But yeah, we've got the mother-in-law coming down for the whole of Easter, so
goodness.
Yes, that should be.
I've got this long Easter weekend without an alcoholic beverage at all because I'm on antibiotics, folks, and I've got a bloody abscess in my gut. I feel really sorry for myself. But I'll cheer myself up with a dance down the Dublin Castle.
Oh, is that what you're coming to?
That's what I'm coming to.
Sorry.
A Friday or Saturday night. And I thought a couple of Easter sort of boogie numbers for you here. And starting off with a tune called Eggman. And then something else which is fabulous from way back in 1971. But first of all, the Beastie Boys, Eggman.
Oh yeah.
I looked out the window, seeing his bald head. Ran to the fridge and pulled out an egg. Sculpted on my sculpts, he had no hair.
Lost that shot, he was caught out there. Saw the convertible driving by. Loaded up the slingshot, let one fly. He went for his to find, he didn't have one. Put him in check, correct. My egg gun.
Egg, a symbol of life. I go on the down to bust out to wife.
I pulled out the gem, he thought it was a joke. The trigger,
I pulled
his face.
the yo.
Reached in his pocket, took all his cash. Left my man standing with the egg mustache.
Suckers, they come
A dime, a dozen. When I say dozen, you know what I'm talking about, boy.
Yeah, that's right. I'm the Eggman. Driving around, king of the town. Always got my windows rolled down. From the throat, you know, I'm the
Once upon a
Eggman.
time, Humpty Dumpty was a big
Step on the gas, put your hand in the air. Make a peace sign and you throw back your hair. Think about nothing, now you're nice and high. You're advocating love, but you don't know why. Now you're getting vibrations all down to your feet. That's a power beating heavy leather resurrection beat. Put your hand in your head. Now you let your backbone slip. Put it out your tongue, put your hand in the air. Make a big sign, you just don't care. Now you feel free, you gotta lose control. Oh, got chill, got a little bit soul. You don't have to think, you don't have to move muscle. Do the brow beating heavy leather resurrection shuffle. All right. Here we go again. That's it, you're doing it. All right. You think about nothing, now you're nice and high. You're advocating love, but you don't know why. You're getting vibrations all down to your feet. That's a brow beating heavy leather resurrection beat. There we go. Put your hand on your head. You gotta let your backbone slip. Put out your tongue, put your hand in the air. Make a peace sign, I just don't care. Now you feel free and you gotta lose control. Oh, God, you got some soul. You don't think you don't have to move muscle. Do the brow beating heavy leather resurrection shuffle. This is gonna last you for years and years, and it's all right. You're doing all right. Don't get uptight. Yeah. No, that's all right.
Reminds me of being a nipper at Pontin's holiday camp. You'd get that, and then you'd get Double Barrel by Dave and Ansel Collins, and then you'd get a Gary Glitter track, and all the girls would kind of line against the wall, and the boys would try and pick them for a dance. You know,
You haven't told them who it is yet.
Ashford, Gardner, and Dyke. Sounds a bit like Claire Boulding's to-do list, but
I don't think you can say that, can you?
oh, sorry, I won't say that. Okay, right. So,
Hello,
yeah,
Claire,
what
you
a great tune! Did you enjoy that?
I did very much. Yeah, I had a little
Yes,
sneak.
yes.
I must
You
admit,
looked at it, didn't you?
I'm a bit younger than you, so I didn't really
You're a
remember that
fair
from my
bit younger
youth.
than me, yeah.
So I had a little look on YouTube, and the singer looked a bit like the geezer from Brotherhood of Man.
Did he really?
He did.
I'm sure it wasn't.
And someone had written underneath, Ash blah blah. What's his first name?
Ashford, I can't remember.
Yeah. Anyway, Ashford.
Mr.
Yeah.
Ashford.
He like loves a drink. Blah blah blah. He died in 2001. That's charming. That is.
That's nice, isn't it? Yeah, so that's the sort of tune that when you whack on, no one's really heard it because they're not as old as me, but they sort of look a bit confused for 10 seconds, and then they can't help but get down to it. It's one of them. And it's good to hear the Beastie Boys again.
Oh,
I think
yes.
you'll find. And you don't hear that track very often off Paul's Boutique, Eggman. So, another man who likes to spin a few tunes, Mr. Jim, the art master in absentia. He sent me an email, actually, I've got to say, complaining, saying, do I have to persist with this crass routine? The double entendres, the glib puns regarding these alleged colourfuls going-ons with the girls in the upper sixth. I'm letting the school down with this naff dog roll. It's puerile and not even as good as the average Benny Hill routine, he says. So I promise not to do that anymore. Okay? So what I did was I popped round to his rooms with a nice bottle of claret to apologise in person. But when I got there, I noticed one of the girls from the upper sixth was there before me at the door with her hand already on his knob. I followed her in, and what a sight. Mr. Jim was showing the girls how to make a nice Easter bonnet. Everywhere the eye glanced, a delightful head display, with most of the girls and boys alike from the upper sixth getting stuck in, heads bobbing up and down, trying each other's appendages for size, and good old Mr. Jim in the middle of it all, liberally dispensing ribbons all over, while one or two of the girls got to grips with the boys' eggs, which they popped out, along with their Toblerones. And soon they were all sucking and slurping away, cream on their chins. Chins? The girls' pink-eyed bunnies bouncing around, full of the pure joy of Easter. I did offer one young lady my finger of fudge, but she was already satiated.
Yeah.
So good to see young people enjoying themselves. That's Mr. Jim indoors there. Will this do? Jesus hits like an atom bomb. Forgive me, Jesus. The Blind Boys of Alabama.
You know now, everybody's worried now about that atom bomb. Well, no one seems worried about the day my Lord shall come. You better set your house in order, for he may be coming soon. And then he'll hit like an atom bomb. Will he come? Will he come? In 1945, the atom bomb became alive. 1949, the USA got very wise. They found that a country from across the line had an atom bomb of the very same kind. The people got worried all over the land, just like the people did in Japan. God told Elijah to send down fire from the sky. He showed old Noah the rainbow signs, and it wouldn't be water but fire next time. You know that everybody's worried now about that atom bomb. Hey, no one seems worried about the day my Lord shall come. You better set your house in order, for he may be coming soon. And he'll hit like an atom bomb. Will he come? Will he come? Now don't you get worried, just bear in mind. Trust in Jesus and you shall find peace and happiness, joy divine. With King Jesus on the line, God told Elijah to send down fire from the sky. He said he would, and I believe he will. God will fight your battle if you just keep still. You know that everybody's worried about that atom bomb. No one seems worried about the day my Lord shall come. You better set your house in order, for he may be coming soon. And he'll hey, my Lord, you know hit like an atom bomb. Will he come? Will he come? You know now everybody's worried about that atom bomb. Hey, now no one seems worried about the day my Lord shall come. You better set your house in order, for he may be coming soon. And he'll hey, my Lord, you know he'll hit like an atom bomb. Will he come? Will he come?
Yeah. Oh, fantastico. Blind Boys of Alabama. Jesus hits like an atom bomb. Hopefully not this Easter. So we're kind of like at the end of this Bugbear's Rock and Roll High School, the Easter Spash. Any thoughts for the listenership there, Wiggage?
Any thoughts for the listenership? Well, have a happy Easter, obviously. And given the current petrol crisis and all that, there's a little joke I've got for you.
Oh, go on then.
Yeah. Which Spice Girl can drink petrol?
I don't know. Which Spice Girl couldn't drink petrol?
Jerry can.
Oh,
you see what I did?
It's funny you should say that, actually, because I was down on the forecourt the other day.
Oh, yeah.
And it was very emotional down there. Everybody was filling up. Thanks to Dave Moynihan for that joke. Okay, so we're going to finish now on Wig's surefire penalty spot conversion. Explain, please, Mr. Wig.
Well, I asked my 7-year-old daughter what reminds her of Easter, and she said the new fads, man. No, she didn't. She said daffodils. So,
daffodils. New fads. New, fast, automatic daffodils.
And so, yeah, it's got a bigger hook than Muhammad Ali.
Nice.
You can tell I've written this down,
Yeah,
and it's rubbish anyway. John Peel, obviously a massive fan. Yeah. And the EP that preceded this was called Music Is Shit. So that's good enough for me.
And a lot of it is. But none of the music we played today, I think you'll find. And if you do want to say it's shit, then do get on to either shoreditch.radio.co.uk, get on the Twitter feed, get on the Facebook. Let's have big new fans. Goodbye. Happy Easter.